This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Now, the cameras are ready, the headset is on, it's game time.
Alrighty, hi, hello, and welcome here to the North Softball Complex here up in North Fargo, just off exit 69, sort of over by Hector International Airport. We're here today to bring you some coverage of the Midseason Madness North Dakota Softball All-Star Tournament Jamboree. I'll look and see if I can find the exact name. It's called the Midseason Madness Tournament here on Magnitude Sports, bringing you coverage of all the games here today. We've got 4 games going on here today. We've got Grand Forks Central versus Bismarck. That's the one you're watching right now, going on field number 5. Also on Magnitude Sports is going to be Heart River versus Central Cass. Both those games scheduled to start in 5 minutes here at 4:30. Mike Mason on the call for Heart River versus Central Cass. I'm Eric Tionkson here with Magnitude Sports, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into this game today from wherever you may be. Also looking at our schedule for the tournament, we've got Fargo Davies versus Bismarck. That's going to be the next game up on this field. I'll be on the call for that one, and I'll be starting at around 6:30, give or take, as we always have learned through our time here with doing tournaments. You just never know how long or short these games can go, but it's on the schedule for 6:30, as well as Dickinson Central Cass. And then tomorrow, 6 more games on the docket tomorrow, starting up bright and early, if you will, at 11 a.m. Shanley versus Williston going to be taking place here on Field 1 at 11 o'clock, alongside Dickinson versus Fargo Davies at 1 o'clock. Be bringing you coverage of Shanley versus Dickinson on Field 1 and Heart River versus Northern Cass on Field 5 at 1 o'clock. And then the final 2 games taking place at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Northern Cass versus Fargo Davies, and Des Lacs Burlington, Lewis and Clark taking place going up against Thompson. Take a quick second here, as might need to step away. Looks like it said that the battery on the computer was running low. I believe it was originally charging. And the game is about to start. I know that we have it hooked up to the little box down below the third base dugout. That's where we're getting our power from today, so hopefully I can get that resolved. Alrighty, well, just in time, managed to figure out what the problem was. Somehow, the little power strip that we have, that we plug our computer into with the charger, somehow that got flipped off. So, fortunately, crisis averted right there as first pitch comes in. I'll get the scoreboard quick reset as well. It's obviously is not -3-3 right now. Leadoff hitter Peyton Gerving here, as she'll take that pitch inside. She's worked the count in her favor. That one's going to be poked over towards right field, putting the squeeze for the first out of the inning. That's Macy Chine. So I'll be one away. I'll bring up Ashley Potter. That first pitch coming in for a strike. In the circle today is going to be Brooklyn Ramsey. Ramsey already with one out in her favor. Pitch number 2 taken. You can maybe hear a little bit. That wind is starting to pick up. It's a bit of a windy one out here today, and fortunately don't have the benefit of being in a press box, as I have been fortunate enough to have a few other times. So we're a bit out here in the elements. I've been told I have to watch out to see if the table's going to topple over. Hopefully that won't be the case. That last pitch in there for a ball. That one going to be fouled up high just over the backstop and nearly caught by a fan down there below. Just couldn't quite put the squeeze on it with his bare hands, but that'll be strike number 2 in the count. And now Ramsey out ahead. That one taken for a ball. I'm going to make it a 2-2 count. I have to keep my eyes peeled for that umpire now too, as no electronic scoreboard here today. So I'll have to be on my A game really to make sure that I've got the right count. It's 2-2, and that one bounces and hits her. So Potter will take her base. That'll put her on first. That'll be the first base runner of the game. That'll bring up Logan Gronberg. Batting cleanup today for the Demons, who are the road team on the scoreboard for both their games today. As first pitch in for a ball, that one low. I had a chance to talk with one of their coaches a little bit. I was getting a lineup card, and also spoke some with the Grand Forks Central coach, and neither of them really knew fully who was going to be the home team, who's going to be the road team going in. That's a pass ball. Off the second goes Potter. She'll take second base on a passed ball, and that'll put her in scoring position. So the count 2-0 to Gronberg as Potter stands on second. She'll take that one. As Potter gets a bit of a jump but ends up pulling back. That pitch low to Gronberg, ball 4. She'll take her base. So Gronberg will walk after Potter got plunked. That'll bring up Paige Hansen with 2 on. As Beacon's coach goes out to say something, looks like he's just getting a courtesy runner in. I believe that's going to be Peyton Schmitz, the courtesy runner, if my roster on my phone serves me correct. So Schmitz will come in for Gronberg. Schmitz at first, Potter at second, as the first pitch is in for a ball to Paige Hansen. Brooklyn Ramsey got 1 out thanks to a fly out to Macy Chine, but She'll look to put away a few others here. That pitch bouncing in the dirt, and the runners advancing to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position early on for the Deacons. Hansen with a golden opportunity to really get the Deacons off to a fiery hot start. That pitch inside for a ball. And the count is 3-0. Wrangham on deck for the Deacons, and they have a chance to load the bases with one more ball right here. That one taken for a strike, so not quite yet. As that'll put the count at 3-1 and makes the at-bat just a little bit more interesting here for Hansen. See if she chooses to swing the bat here. She will not. She takes pitch for ball 4. And right on cue, that does load the bases for Bismarck. Looks like they might be getting another courtesy runner. Now, fortunately, not quite fully able to tell who that is due to the fact that she's wearing a hoodie and was not put down in my starting lineup today. I'll try my best to try and figure out who that is, but regardless, we do know they have a courtesy runner for Paige Hansen at first that loads the bases for Bree Wrangham. And Wrangham has a chance to really blow this game open in the first inning for Bismarck. Ramsey finds herself in a jam, 1 away, and the base is loaded. She'll step out, get a few more practice cuts in. Looks like the umpire might have had to adjust his mask or something. It's been that kind of a day as far as the wind goes. Wouldn't be shocked if we saw scenes like that throughout the game. Pitch 1 of the at-bat is high for ball 1. These Bismarck hitters, they have been very patient in the batter's box so far. They've really forced Ramsey to try and throw them strikes, and they're not really biting at anything out the zone. That one in the zone, however. Good pitch right there to find the middle of the strike zone and to leave it up the count at 1-1. And that one taken for a ball. Coming in on the passed ball is Potter, and she'll score the first run of the game. Runners advancing to second and third as well. And so it's 1-0 here for the Demons. Wrangham takes that pitch low for a ball. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, they just said that it says Deacons on one or something.
Okay, I can take a look at that.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wrote down, I was like, I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you're good. Thank you. That pitch fouled down the line. And that one going to be chopped over towards short. Carlson knocking it down. Heading in to score is Schmitz. That'll be run number 2 for Bismarck. They'd lead 2-0. They've got a runner on third as well. So runners on the corners here for Macy Lamar. She'll take first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. Runners on the corners and 1 away. 2-0 the score here for those of you that might just be joining to try and paint a picture here. Demons versus the Knights in game 1 of 2. Game 1 of 4, if you will, because we've got one going on the other field right now. That pitch taken for a ball, and Wrangham will head to second. Grand total of 10 games here on Magnitude Sports between today and tomorrow. Games going on fields 1 and fields 5. Each going on at the same time. That pitch taken high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. That one cut on and missed. And that'll even the count back up at 2 apiece. So Ramsey on the verge of getting her first strikeout here and the second out of the inning. She's 1 pitch away from doing just that. That one taken, strike 3, the call got her looking. That's your second out of the inning, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Ramsey. Two away, and here's Cameron Schmidt with 2 runners in scoring position. She'll dig into the left-handed side of the batter's box. She'll look to maybe tack on a few more runs here for the Demons before the inning, the half inning, if you will, ends. That first pitch outside for a ball. Second pitch to Schmidt, also outside for a ball. Umpire likes that one for a strike. It catches the outside part of the zone. The count is now 2-1. Still a hitter's count here to Schmidt, who will look to knock in 1, maybe potentially 2 runs with a base hit here, or some way, shape, or form reach base safely. That pitch taken high for ball 3, and right now it looks like the leading candidate for that might be a walk, as she's worked her way into a hitter's count at 3-1. The 3-1, that one fouled off. Up in the zone and just topping that one, as they like to say. Just getting the top of the ball right there. Wasn't quite able to find the sweet spot of the bat, and now it's a full count. 3-2 with 2 away and 2 on. Ramsey got her swinging, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So after the first inning, as I'll add into my scorebook here, it is going to be due up for the Knights. Paige Carlson, Morgan Tibelius, and Brooklyn Ramsey. After the top of the first, it's 2 runs for the Demons. They jump out to a 2-0 lead here over the Knights. We're going to be right back here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network right after this.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the North Softball Complex. First punch coming in for the bottom of the first inning, as bunt was shown right there. That one going to be chopped over towards third. Gerving making the play, and over to Potter. That's your first out of the inning. A 6-3 ground out. Gerving, one of the two Gervings here. It's Sidney Gerving at third and Peyton Gerving at short. The two Gervings manning the left side of the infield for the Demons. Due up next is Morgan Tibelius. Tibelius will show bunt. That one popped up and charging over, couldn't quite make the play. That was Gerving and Hansen giving chase. So I'll go down as strike one. Would have been a heck of an effort right there to lay out and make the catch, but certainly cannot blame either of those players for not doing that, as they might have had to have been a few feet taller to make that catch. Swung on and missed for strike two to Tibelius. And Logan Gronberg, who's in the circle for the Demons today, is up ahead in an 0-2 count. And Gronberg got her with an off speed. That's strike three. That's her first strikeout of the game. Tibelius goes down looking, and that'll bring up Brooklyn Ramsey, who is the opposing starting pitcher. She'll be batting third today for the Knights. First pitch, Ramsey is popped up very high, drifting over towards the wall, and making the catch for the third out of the inning is Delaney Ziegler. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning right there for the Demons and the Knights. That'll be the end of one. No runs, no hits, no errors. Still 2-0 your score here on the Magnitude Sports scoreboard. When we come back, we'll be bringing you the top of the second inning. Sidney Gerving, Delaney Ziegler, and Peyton Gerving due up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, welcome back here on Magnitude Sports after that quick little break. Your score here after the first inning, 2-0. Demons up on top over the Knights, and the Demons going to get a chance to hit again here in the top of the second. It's Sidney Gerving, Delaney Ziegler, and Peyton Gerving due up for Bismarck as they'll look to keep it rolling. They managed to tack home 2 runs thanks to some great plate discipline. They had their fair share of walks and weren't really offering at too many pitches outside the zone. A lot of times you'll hear pitchers try and get hitters to chase, but not a lot of chasing from the Demons here in the first inning. We'll see if that continues. Brooklyn Ramsey managing to end the inning, however, with a strikeout. We'll see if maybe that'll be a sign of things to come for her, as she'll look to keep this at a 2-0 game for the Knights as this game continues to develop. She'll get her final warm-ups in there. The catcher Hillman will toss down to second. And Gerving ready to get this at-bat underway. First pitch of the second inning on the way, and that one's in for a strike to start things off. As it's taken down the middle and low. Pitch number 2 taken for a strike as well, so talked about that just leading up to the inning. Maybe Ramsey finding her groove a little bit, and she's off to a great start right here. It's an 0-2 count. She's fired 2 nice strikes. She'll look to finish off Gerving right here. Gerving will lay off the pitch outside to make it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off as it Drifts over towards that sidewalk area. I'll keep the count at 1-2. Pitch number 35 unofficially for Ramsey on the way here. And it's taken for a ball. Even count. The 2-2. Gerving takes, and she'll take her base. Looks like it might have gotten her in the foot. So I'll be the second hitter plunked by Ramsey today. That'll put Gerving on first, and due up will be Delaney Ziegler. Ziegler, who made the catch to end the bottom of the first inning. Now she'll look to settle in. Batting in the number 9 spot today, and she's got a runner on in Gerving. Ziegler will lay off the first pitch, but it's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Looks like Gerving was about ready to take off there from first. She got a bit of a jump. But she's going to have to come back as that one was fouled down the third baseline. Now it's an 0-2 count. 0-2 count once again as Gerving found herself in an 0-2 count and was able to battle back and eventually take her base after getting plunked on a 2-2. Ziegler will be hoping for something of the same, although maybe not getting hit by a pitch. That one popped up high and just over the backstop right there. Sadie Hillman was giving chase, but she would have had to climb over the backstop fence to make that catch. And I got to tell you, if that would have happened, I probably, I don't know what I would have done, but certainly talk about seeing firsts here. I think that would have been a first in the history of the sport. Still no 2 count as Ramsey's pitch is taken high for a ball. The 1-2. Ziegler takes outside, ball 2. Ramsey fires and got her swinging, strike 3. Ziegler goes down on strikes, and that's out number 1. As Ramsey will notch her second strikeout of the game. I'll bring up the top of the order and Peyton Gerving, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out today. Gerving batting leadoff. And she offers at that one. That one driven into the gap. That one carrying over the fence. Peyton Gerving with the 2-run shot. And the Demons double their lead. It's 4-0. Well, right on cue. Talked about how she flew out last time. That ball certainly flew, and it flew out of the park. 4-0 your score here on Magnitude Sports, and it's Peyton Gerving with a solo shot. That's now the second day in a row that I've seen a homer. And the Demons' hot start continues. Here's Ashley Potter, who's 0 for 0 with a walk. Potter takes that pitch for ball 1. You can see those outfielders now backing up closer towards the fence after that home run, maybe respecting a little bit of the power of the Demons. A pitch taken outside for ball 2. 2-0 from Ramsey. That one in the dirt for ball 3. And Potter on the verge of her second walk of the game in as many innings. .3-0 count, and Potter will take that one for strike one. So down but not out, Brooklyn Ramsey. She'll look to claw her way into this at-bat. She'll have to throw 2 more strikes here, at least to get the strikeout. Either that or have a ball be put in play. That one nearly put in play but fouled off. But it will make it strike 2, and just like that, Brooklyn Ramsey has clawed her way back into this at-bat. It's now a full count, 3-2, after being down 3-0. She's got a chance to get out number 2 here and potentially strike out number 3. The 3-2 is taken high for ball 4. Potter will fly over to first, and that'll be her second walk of the game. One away here with a runner on first. Here's Logan Gronberg, who also walked in her first plate appearance. Unofficially now 50 pitches for Ramsey as well in this game. Gronberg chops that one over to Debelius. Debelius fires the first, or second, over to first. Couldn't quite get her in time. They can't turn 2, but they will take 1. That'll be their second out of the inning, as Gronberg is safe at first on a bang-bang play. First pitch fouled off there. Go down as strike 1. Hampton is 0 for 0 with a walk in this game. And Paige Hansen will take that pitch for ball 2. Courtesy runner takes off for second. She'll get in there safely. It's a 2-1 count here to Paige Hansen. That one just missing the zone right there to make it 3-1. That one chopped over towards Debelius at third, over to Stengel, and that's your third out of the inning. A 6-3 ground out right there. Bottom of the second inning coming up here on Magnitude Sports. Your score on the scoreboard, Demons leading the Knights 4-0 thanks to a 2-run home run from Gerving. We're going to be right back with the bottom of the second inning. Knights going to be due up right after this quick message from your sponsor here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Welcome back here to Magnitude Sports, bringing you this coverage of mid-season madness for softball here in North Dakota. We're here at the North Softball Complex. Due up for the Knights in the bottom of the second, it's going to be Sadie Hillman, Macy Chine, and Madeline Stengel. Those are your 3 hitters due up. The Knights going 1-2-3 in the first inning as Logan Gronberg pitched very well, to say the least. Just a 5-pitch inning for her and getting 3 outs. It's exactly what you want to see out of your starter, just peak efficiency and keeping that arm as fresh as possible. But we'll see if the Knights have anything to say about that, see if they can strike back here their second time up to the dish. Those of you that are looking for the other game going on right now, I believe that is Heart River versus Central Cass. That one also taking place on Magnitude Sports. That one over on Field 5, so if you're looking for that game, feel free to check that one out. Of course, don't be afraid to stick around here either. We've got a good one on our hands so far. Already seen a home run in this one, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more action in store as well. Here's Sadie Hillman, the catcher. First pitch to Hillman is fouled off. As Gronberg fires in a fastball for strike one. We saw for Gronberg's strikeout, she threw a pretty nasty off-speed pitch as well, so that might be something in the back of the mind of these Knights hitters. And there it is right there. Man, oh man. A lot of times they'll refer to that as just pulling the string. A nice off-speed pitch like that, and Gronberg pulled the string right there. It's an 0-2 count to Hillman. That one high for a ball. Good take by Hillman to make the count 1-2. 1-2 on the way. Got her swinging, strike 3. They fire over to first, but I think that was just for the around the horn, as I think Hansen was able to put the squeeze on it. That's out number 1 in the inning, and strikeout number 2 for Gronberg, who may be on her way to pitching a gem. Macy Chine up next for the Knights. And that one's grounded up the middle, just past Gronberg, through the hole, and that'll be the first hit of the game for Grand Forks Central. Chine will go to first on a single. I'll bring up Madeline Stangl. Stangl will step into the left-handed side of the batter's box with a runner on first and 1 away. We'll see if the Knights can mount some runs here. That one fouled off for strike 1. It was a similar spot for the Demons in their first inning, their first hitter getting out, but then after that able to get a few people to reach base, as that one is tapped foul for strike 2. So we'll see if, a lot of times I like to say, and I know a lot of other people when talking about this sport, 2-out rallies. Well, it's a bit of a 1-out rally for Bismarck. Might we see something similar in store here for the Knights, as that one fouled off to keep the count at 0-2. Gronberg to Stangl, got her swinging, strike 3. There's another strikeout for Gronberg. That's her third. That's out number 2 in this inning. Now Ramsey Patron will dig in with a runner on first, as they'll try not to strand Macy Chine after her single. First pitch is tapped foul. And with the pitch taking off for second is Chine. And Chine got thrown out by Hansen. Hansen guns down Chine for the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll end the inning. So after 2, your score still holds here. 4-0 your score. The Demons up on top over the Knights. Knights notching their first hit of the game thanks to Macy Chine, but Chine getting thrown out, caught stealing at second by Paige Hansen. And that will be your 3rd out of the inning. the Demons in the top of the third. It's going to be Brielle Rangam, Macy Lamar, and Cameron Schmidt. Those will be your batters due up right after we come back from this quick break from your sponsor here on Magnitude Sports.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
And just like that, with the magic of TV, or I guess in this case, Facebook Live or YouTube, we're back here after that quick break from Go Promo, as final warm-up pitch getting fired in right there by Brooklyn Ramsey, who will settle into the circle for her third inning of pitching here. She got the starting nod today, and she'll look to keep things rolling here. It's a 4-0 game. The Demons leading the Knights right now. Bismarck up on top over Grand Forks Central. And it's been a good display of offense so far for the Demons. A little bit of power, as well as we saw a Gerving home run. And we'll see if Bismarck can keep that thing going, as Brielle Rangam's going to dig into the batter's box. First pitch to Rangam is outside for a ball. Rangam will take the second pitch as well for a ball. Ramsey on a 2-0 count. Rangam hits that one through the hole. That one's going to go through for a single. Bree Rangam will reach first, and she's now reached first base on both her plate appearances. She's 0 for 1, but reached on an error. That one will go down as a hit, however. I'll put Bree Rangam on first here for Macy Lamar. Lamar is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, one of Ramsey's 3 strikeouts, I believe, so far in this game. Lamar looks like she might be taking off her sweater there, as I was about to say the wind died down a little bit, but pretty much as soon as I opened my mouth, the wind picked up a little bit. You can hear it in the microphone again, but certainly not maybe quite as bad as it was when I got here. So makes the temperature, or the wind chill, I guess, a little more bearable. But as I continue to talk, the wind just keeps picking up, so I might as well drop it. But regardless, here's Macy Lamar. Lamar lays down a bunt. That one gonna go foul, as they sent the runner Rangam as well. So trying to get Rangam over on a bunt, and maybe just the icing on the cake, Lamar could reach first, but we'll have to do that over as that one goes foul. Lamar takes that pitch for a ball, and right on cue, taking off is Rangam for second. She'll get in there safely. So Bree Rangam reached second base on a dropped pitch. Don't know if they'd officially rule that as a stolen base or not. Usually I have the benefit of being right next to PA announcers and the scorekeepers at Cheyenne, and I just usually eavesdrop and listen into what they have to say. That one going to be poked lightly towards Tabilis. Tabilis fires over to first. That'll be out number 1 as Rangam heads to third. Bring up Cameron Schmidt, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's got a runner on third. That one going to be poked foul lightly there, as they'll even up the count at 1-1, I believe. I'll admit I didn't fully catch what the umpire said, but it looked like the first pitch was in for a ball. One away here, Wrangham the runner on third, as Schmidt will look to break the shutout right here. She's got a good chance to. That one hit right over towards Ramsey. Ryers over to first and sliding in safely. That'll be your first run of the inning as Bree Wrangham slides in. So they'll trade the run for the out as they get a ground out right towards the pitcher. A 1-3 ground out. And Wrangham safe at home. So it's 5-0, actually, excuse me. Don't know where that came from. And the Demons increase their lead. That pitch taken inside and low for ball one. In for a strike as Gerving now in a 1-1 count. That one dropping into the zone by Ramsey. Ramsey's third pitch of the at-bat is low for a ball. The 2-1, that one chopped over towards Puckerback, and that one's going to get through. Gerving will hold up at first after a few maneuvers, shuffles of the feet back and forth. I'll put Sydney Gerving on first with two away. I'll bring up Delaney Ziegler, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ziegler pops that first pitch up foul for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one in the dirt, and taking off for second is Gerving. Gerving will get in there standing up. That'll put her in scoring position. Also even up the count at 1 apiece to Ziegler. One pitch is low and in the dirt for ball two. Gerving nearly taking off again there, but she'll hold up. It is now 2-1, and Ramsey unofficially with 70 pitches on the evening. Pitch number 71 is getting passed through, and Gerving will head to third. 3-1 the count now as well. Ziegler with a chance to keep this inning alive right here should she take ball four. That would bring up the top of the order in Peyton Gerving. And Ziegler looks like she was about ready to take her base, but instead she takes strike two. I'll make the count full at 3-2. Now Ramsey one pitch away from ending this half inning. Payoff pitch on the way. Taken for ball four. Ziegler will walk, and that'll keep the Demons inning alive here, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Peyton Gerving, who last trip up hit a home run. And I'd imagine Bismarck would love more of the same here, as she'll have runners on the corners with two away. Gerving will take the first pitch for a ball. Gerving in the batter's box, and the other Gerving over at third, so we have a chance potentially to see Gerving knock in Gerving here. And maybe not, at least with the bat, as Sidney Gerving will head home on a pass ball, and that'll make it 6-0 as the Demons continue to pile on runs. They've followed a pattern here. They've scored 2 runs in every inning so far. Should this inning end, then that pattern will continue as Ziegler heads to second as well. (2-0) the count here to Peyton Gerving. And that one will be taken inside. That one getting past, and heading to third is Ziegler on a 3-0 count now. To Gerving. Have to imagine that probably be hesitant to swing the bat here, and she'll lay off the first strike of the at-bat. 3-1 now. That one hit but foul. I'll make it a full count, 3-2. So just like that, Ramsey has battled back into this AB, and she's back to 1 strike away from ending this half inning. Full count to Gerving. That one popped up high. Charging over and can't quite make the catch is Julian Pulkorback. Would have been a tough play to make, to say the least. So it'll drop as a foul ball, and that'll keep the count full. (3-2) to Gerving. Gerving takes high for ball 4, and she'll take her base at first. I'll put runners on the corners for Ashley Potter, who has walked in both of her plate appearances so far. 0 for 0 on the game. She'll look to reach base yet again here and try and keep this inning alive for the Demons. That one fouled straight back for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way from Ramsey. That one cut on a miss for strike 2. Heading home is Ziegler, and Ziegler will reach safely at home. That'll make it 7-0 for the Demons. And Gerving will head to second as well. Count even now at 1-1. Potter will take outside for ball 2. And now she's out ahead in the count, 2-1. That one launched high and deep towards left field, and Ramsey Patron makes the catch over at the fence for out number 3. That'll end the half inning for the Demons, but the Demons keep it rolling. They keep steamrolling it a little bit as it's now 7-0. After the top of the 3rd inning, 7-0 your score here as the Demons tack home 3 more runs here. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 here in the 3rd. The Knights will look to strike back and try and get a big inning of their own here in the bottom of the 3rd. We're going to be right back right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because this It's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Alrighty, welcome back. About time to get the bottom of the third inning underway here. Bismarck Demons leading the Grand Forks Central Knights to the score of 7-0 here on Magnitude Sports. Due up is going to be Ramsey Patron for the Knights as she'll look to kickstart a strong inning here for the Knights. Kronberg back out in the circle. Her first pitch of the inning is low for ball one. Patron was in the batter's box last time when I believe it was Macy Chine who got caught stealing. She'll take second pitch for a ball to make the count 2-0. So in essence, I believe this would technically be her second plate appearance, but still her first at-bat here as she did not get a chance to finish her at-bat. 2-0 the count to Patron, and she'll take that one for a strike to make it 2-1. Due up after Patron is Haley Garreau and Julian Pulkrabek. And then after that, it'll be back to the top of the order for the Knights. Patron showed bunt for a second, it might have looked like, unless that was just the way that she settles back into the batter's box as she'll foul that one off for strike two, evening in the count. Now Kronberg, one strike away from getting the first out of the inning. And she won't right there as that was a tough pitch to lay off. So tip your cap to Patron right there for being patient. That'll make the count full. That one came in fast and had a little bit of movement on it, looked like, too. Full count payoff pitch on the way. That one fouled off. Another full count pitch on the way. That one taken low. Ball four. Patron will reach on a walk. And it's a good start here for the Knights. They had one batter and now one base runner. Haley Garreau will dig in for the first time today as Patron stands on first after walking. Now the second base runner allowed by Bismarck. First one was a single by Macy Chine, who ended up getting caught stealing by Paige Hansen to end the inning. Hence, Patron digging back into the batter's box for a second time in a row. Now Garreau in for the first time, and she has a 1-0 count after taking the first pitch for a ball. Caught on and missed there to even the count. One, and that's a swing and a miss for strike two, and Kronberg ahead in the count at 1-2. And Garreau look to shorten up her swing a little bit here as she'll try and put one in play. Maybe advance the runner Patron and reach base herself. Caught on and missed, strike three. There's a strikeout right there for Logan Kronberg. That's your first out of the inning. I'll bring up Jillian Pulkrabek, the second baseman. And the number 9 hitter today for the Knights. She'll look to make an impact here. She digs in towards the right-hand side of the batter's box. She's got a runner on first and Ramsey Patron. That one popped up And that one's going to drop into shallow right field. And first pitch, one swing and a single. And going to third is Patron. So chalk that one up as a single as the Knights get their second base hit of the game. I'll put runners on the corners for the top of the order. Paige Carlson stepping in for a second time today. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. But she'll look to break the shutout here for the Knights, as she's got 1 away and 2 on. First pitch in for a strike to Carlson. And another off-speed pitch right there. Got her swinging for strike 2. Firing back over to third, a close play, nearly taking out Patron. Polkrebeck will reach second. So I'll put 2 runners in scoring position here for Paige Carlson, who's looking at a 2-strike count. Gronberg fires off speed. Couldn't quite drop that one in, as she's gone to that a few times for a strikeout pitch. But good eye right there by Carlson not to chase. It's 1-2. Fastball just outside to even up the count. 2 apiece to Paige Carlson, who's worked her way back into this at-bat. The 2-2 fouled off. Able to get a piece of it right there as Gronberg turned up the heat a little bit. That one poked over towards second base. Lamar fires over to first. That'll bring in Patron and advance Polkrebeck to third. That's your first run of the game for Grand Forks Central. They break the shutout as the Demons trade a out for a run. 2-way here now with a runner on third. I'll bring up Morgan Tibelius, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She'll look to try and knock in Polkrebeck at third and make it 7-2. That one fouled back to even up the count, just missing that one right there. The 1-1 from Gronberg. That one cut out and missed for strike 2. Just couldn't drop that one in there for strike 3. It'll be taken for a ball to even up the count. As Gronberg got Tibelius with that off-speed pitcher first at bat. Couldn't quite get her there though, so she'll have to go back to the drawing board. And let's see what she has drawn up. As she went with the heater, it was fouled back. Tibelius will stay alive. Two from Gronberg. That one chopped and through the hole. That'll score Polkrebeck. And it's 7-2 as Morgan Tibelius gets an RBI single. That brings up Brooklyn Ramsey, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ramsey hits that one right back towards Gronberg, over to Potter, and that's your third out of the inning. So that'll end the third inning here as the bottom of 3 underway. But it's the Knights starting to make some noise here as they tack home 2 runs. Your score now 7-2 as the Knights have 2 runs and 3 hits on the day. We're going to be right back with the top of the 4th inning here on Magnitude Sports right after this quick message from your sponsors.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the North Softball Complex here up in North Fargo, North Dakota. 7-2 your score. The Demons up on top over the Knights here on Magnitude Sports. It was the Knights breaking their shutout as they tack home 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th coming up and due up is going to be Logan Gronberg, Paige Hansen, and Bree Rangham. Those will be the 3 hitters due up for the Demons and potentially more, depending on how those at-bats go. Brooklyn Ramsey heading back out to the circle. She's on 84 pitches unofficially. She got the start for the Knights today, and she'll look to keep it rolling once again. And we're about ready to get this 4th inning started here with Logan Gronberg. Now just over an hour of game time here. 1 hour and 2 minutes according to my phone, and 1 hour and 1 according to the scoreboard you see on your screen right there. That pitch taken for a ball. The 1-0, and Gronberg smokes that one towards Tibelius, who's able to knock it down, and Paige Carlson will fire over to first for the out. And that was, I guess, in a sense, a 5-6-3 one out right there. Certainly not something to see very often. I don't know that Brooks Robinson would have been able to make that catch over at third. That one was just scorched, but regardless, the Knights will take it as that'll be the first out of the inning. That one popped up high and just over towards me, and making the catch is a lucky fan over there, and wasn't quite able to get the shot of the snag, but you'll have to take my word for it as he was able to nab that one with his bare hand. So back-to-back highlight catches right there here on Magnitude Sports. That one going to be popped up high, charging over, and can't quite get the play down is Polkerbeck. That one will drop in for Hansen, who will reach first. I'll bring up Bree Rangham. Rangham, who is 1 for 2, reached on an error and got a single. She'll look to reach base for her 3rd consecutive plate appearance. Rangham will take the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Rangham will take pitch number 2 for a ball, 2 in first, and 1 away. Big chop and a miss right there for strike one, as Hansen will take off for second. Looks like they actually called it a foul ball, so Hansen will have to head back. Might explain why it got past the catcher Hillman there. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat as well. 2-1 the count. That one low for ball three. The 3-1, that one hit hard towards left field, drifting over, and that's over the fence and gone. Bree Rangham with a 2-run home run. That's the Demons' second home run of the game, and it's now 9-2. So a 2-run shot for Rangham right there, who does reach base for her third consecutive at-bat. Granted not as much as time as a single, and how about that? The fan that made the catch, that's his daughter right there. So right after making the barehanded snag, he gets to see his daughter go yard. That's an awesome moment right there. And that will definitely be one for the House of Highlights. 9-2 your score now here on Magnitude Sports, as the Demons have gone homer happy. They've got 4 of their 9 runs off of home runs, both 2-run shots by Rangham and Gerving. Looks like there'll be a little visit to the circle as well. I'll talk things over here as we'll see if Ramsey will stay in the game or not. Looks like she will for the moment. And I'm sure pitchers watching from anywhere and everywhere would be happy to see that. As a pitcher, you always want to at least try and finish the inning. Ramsey on 93 pitches now. Now, actually, it looks like, I stand corrected, they do have a new arm out there. I believe that's going to be Reagan Fontaine who will be heading into the circle. So Fontaine will come in for relief for Ramsey. She'll have one away, and she'll look to get the final 2 outs here of this 4th inning, after the Demons snag 2 more runs off of a 2-run shot from Rangham. And what has been an exciting inning here for the Rangham family, to say the least, both on and off the diamond. Or on the diamond and in the bleachers, I guess that would work as well. Fontaine will get a few more warm-ups in. It's going to be Macy Lamar due up, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. She'll look to get off the schneid and reach base for the first time here today. And looks like we're about ready to get back into action here, as digging back into the batter's box is Lamar. She'll take the first pitch for a ball. One 1-0 Fontaine to Lamar. That one taken for a ball, make it 2-0. Umpire likes that one for a strike, so Fontaine throwing her first strike of the evening now, as she makes the count 2-1 on her third pitch. Lamar swinging and missing on that pitch to make it 2-2, and now Fontaine will look to get the second out of the inning right here. The 2-2. Taken outside for a ball, make it a full count. That one just missing the zone right there. Payoff pitch on the way. That one popped foul. One lucky young fan will get to go run that ball down. Get a few extra steps in. Lamar takes ball 4, and she'll take her base as well. I'll bring up Cameron Schmidt, who's also 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And with 1 away, she's got a runner on first. First pitch of the at-bat is low and outside for ball 1. Lamar takes off for second. She'll get in standing up. So I'll put her in scoring position with 1 away. That pitch taken on the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 from Fontaine. That one low for ball 2. And the umpire likes that one, just catching the zone for a strike. That evens the count back up 2 apiece. And Fontaine 1 strike away from getting out number 2. She'll look to finish off Schmidt right here. The 2-2. Check swing, she held off. Looks like it was a pretty easy call right there. A lot of times those check swings can be tough and controversial decisions, but good job by Cameron Schmidt right there to hold up. And now it's a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. That one popped up and over the head of Carlson. Rounding third and heading home is Lamar. She'll get in safely, and that's a 1-run double for Cameron Schmidt. 10-2 your score as the Demons have now reached double-digit runs. Sydney Gerving will step into the batter's box now. She's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. She's got Schmidt on second with 1 away. Inside for ball 1. That one low for ball 2 as Schmidt looked like she might have been about ready to bolt over to third, but ends up holding up. Probably the right decision right there. Now Fontaine will settle back in on a 2-0 count. That one catching the outside part of the zone, strike 1. That one popped up high on a 2-1 count. And meandering over is Chine, who just can't get there in time. That will even up the count at 2 apiece. Fontaine will look to get just that last pitch. She's certainly done a good job working her way into 2 strike counts, but just hasn't quite been able to finish these batters off. Let's see if she can do this right here. And that one fouled straight back and making the catch again, laying out. Now 2 for 2 on foul balls. How about that? Give that man a gold glove. Well, I tell you, they usually say right before these softball games, for your safety, be aware of foul balls. That is the definition of being aware of foul balls right there. That pitch taken outside for ball 3, and that'll make the count full. Fontaine's payoff pitch on the way. High for ball 4, and Gervin will take her base. Here comes Delaney Ziegler, who struck out and walked so far in the game. She's 0 for 1. She's got 2 on with 1 away in the top of the 4th. It's 10-2. The Demons lead the Knights. Swinging and missing for that. Strike 1. That one taken high to even up the count. As the runners, once again, showing like they're about to take off, but never really do. Might just be trying to force a throw over potentially. That one just outside the zone. It's high for ball 2. Here's 2-1 from Fontaine. That one outside for ball 3, and it's a 3-1 count. Ziegler out on top. And she'll look to notch her second walk of the game potentially if she doesn't get a pitch that she likes right here. 3-1 pitch is low, and that's ball 4. That'll load the bases. Bases loaded, and it's Peyton Gervin digging in, who flew out, walked, and also hit a homer. So if we see a repeat of that, I'd get to see my first ever, actually my second ever grand slam. The first one for play-by-play. Gervin takes first pitch for ball 1. And you saw in her last plate appearance, certainly weren't really giving her too many good pitches to hit. Trying to just pick away at the corners of those zones. See if that's the approach again here. Probably not. As soon as I say that, I remember the bases are loaded. So they'll have to go go at Gervin right here. And right on cue, that one fired in for a strike to even up the count. Of course, potential of a double play looms as well, as Gervin swings at that pitch for strike 2. Now Fontaine out on top, and she'll look to try and work her way out of this bases loaded jam right here. Strikeout would go a long way because then they don't have to worry about trading an out for a run. The 1-2, that one lined through the hole. That's going to go through for a base hit. Schmidt will score, and so will Sydney Gervin. So Gervin drives home Gervin. That's 2 more runs, and it's now 12-2 here on the scoreboard. It's a 2-run single. That one popped up over down the line. Just couldn't quite put the squeeze on it was Tibelius, as she would have had to lay out about 3 feet for that one. Put the count at 0-1. Still just 1 away here as Ashley Potter settles back in for her 4th plate appearance. She's walked twice and flew out, so that makes her 0 for 1. That ball getting past, and that'll advance the runners. Ziegler and Gervin head to 3rd and 2nd, respectively. That one hit foul as well to make it strike 2. That's a 1-2 count. One-two to Potter. Potter hits that one foul again. Nearly taking out her third base coach right there. Maybe they made her run one too many laps. As she's now pulled 3 foul balls down that line. Certainly seems to be out ahead of it maybe a little bit. They talk about just straightening it out a little bit. Let's see if she does right here. She'll take for ball 2 to even up the count. And as a pull hitter myself, I certainly know all about just consistently pulling balls down the line but foul. That one outside, then I'll make it a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way with 2 runners in scoring position, and that one pulled foul as well. Three-two, and that one's smoked right towards the dugout. And that's why they put those chain link fences up in the dugout. A lot of times you see up at higher levels, not necessarily, sometimes they'll have about halfway of a fence. You can usually see players leaning up against it, but probably a good call right there with the full length fence as the payoff pitch is popped up high. It's in foul territory, but playable, and the catch is made. What a grab by Morgan Tobelius for out number 2 as she practically reached over the fence. That one will go in the house of highlights as well. We've seen a lot of great plays here today. That's out number 2. So here's Logan Kronberg with 2 on and 2 away. Kronberg 0 for 2 with a walk, a fielder's choice, and a ground out. She hits that one hard towards the shortstop. Firing over to first and not in time. Bang, bang play, and Kronberg is safe. She'll drive home Ziegler as well. Score now 13-2, excuse me. Runners on first and second for Paige Hansen, who's 1 for 2. And Hansen with a line drive. That one hit right towards Ramsey Patron. That's your 3rd out of the inning. So it was a strong top of the 4th inning for the Demons. Almost said Deacons there. They're playing like a team possessed right now. Your score 13-2 here on Magnitude Sports. A 6-run inning for Bismarck. We're going to be right back with the bottom of the 4th inning right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here to field number 1 at the North Softball Complex. I'd like to give a quick update from field number 5 heading to the top of the 5th. Your score, Central Cass leading Hart Valley 14-2. Squirrels with a 3-run and a 2-run homer, so multi-home run game going on over on the other field as well. That one can be found on Magnitude Sports. My partner Mike Mason doing the play-by-play for that one. Over here we've got a 13-2 game. The Demons playing very well right now as their offense just continues to keep on rolling. And bunt going to be laid down right there. Charging in is Potter. Potter fires over to first and not in time. Sadie Hillman will start off the inning by bunting for a single. That was about as perfect of a bunt as you will ever see. Just textbook right there. Was a tough play. The first baseman had to charge in and make it. Pitcher couldn't quite get over in time. They'll get a courtesy runner at first as well. As I believe that is going to be, actually don't have a number 5, at least on my phone. Must have it in my lineup card somewhere, so I'll try and figure that out as best as I possibly can. But it's a runner on first with no away here to Macy Chine, who chops it over to third, over to first for out number 1, or over to second, excuse me, for out number 1. Can't quite get out number 2 at first, so Chine will be safe on a fielder's choice. With one away, here's Madeline Stangl, who takes first pitch. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way. That one low for a ball to make it 2-0. Now 3-0 as she lays off that pitch right there. That one just missing. It's a hitter's count here for Stangl. She's got a runner on first and Macy Chine. On the 3-0. And it's taken for ball 4. Stangl walks on 4 pitches. That'll put runners on first and second. Here's Ramsey Patron, who's 0 for 0 with a walk. And Patron going with a bunt. It's a nice placed bunt. They get her out at first, but she'll advance the 2 runners into scoring position. That'll be out number 2 as Chine and Stangl had to second and third. That one popped up right over towards Lamar, and Lamar makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So after the end of 4, no change in the score. It's still 13-2 here on the Magnitude Sports scoreboard. And they'll be heading over towards the top of the 5th inning. Bree Ranga, Macy Lamar, and Cameron Schmidt due up. Those are the 3 due up for the Demons in the top of the 5th. We'll be right back right after this from Essential Health.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human and you do everything you can to protect them.
Alrighty, we're back now, ready to get going on the top of the 5th inning. 13-2 your score. The Demons up on top over the Knights. Due up for the Demons going to be Bree Rangham, Macy Lamar, and Cameron Schmidt. Bree Rangham, one of the 2 Bismarck players that hit a home run in this game so far. Rangham with a 2-run shot her last trip up. She also singled and reached on an error, so reached base all 3 times so far. She'll look to keep that rolling. And the Demons will look to keep things rolling as well. Now I know, at least in the regular season, there is a 10-run rule after 5 in North Dakota for softball, and I believe baseball as well. Not 100% sure on that. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case in this tournament or not. I guess we'll find out one way or another here, as it is an 11-run game here as we approach the 5th inning, but of course that could also be all for naught if the Knights tag home a few runs as well. But we're ready to get things started as Fontaine will head back out to the circle for her 2nd inning of pitching. She came in for relief for Ramsey. She'll face Bree Wrangham to start things off, and Wrangham pops that one up high, but it's going to go foul. It lands harmlessly in the grass for strike 1. Wrangham chops that one foul for strike 2. So 2 foul balls making an 0-2 count to Wrangham. And Fontaine will look to put her away early to start this inning off. The 0-2. Taken for ball 1. And that one hit hard but foul just off the fence right there. That'll be foul ball number 3 of this at bat. Wrangham has either taken a pitch for a ball or made contact with it. Just hasn't quite been able to put it in play. Fontaine fires, and that one just foul as well. That pitch will be taken outside for ball 2 to keep with the pattern. Two and 2 the count, and pitch number 7 upcoming here in this at-bat. It's been a battle between the pitcher and the hitter, and that will be popped up by Wrangham. It's carrying, and just near the fence making the catch is Haley Garreau. That's the out number 1 for this inning. Looked like for a second might have just had the legs to get out, but dying at the end, and a nice snag by Garreau. Here's Macy Lamar. Lamar 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out, and a walk. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1. That one high for ball 2. That one chopped but just foul. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat to make it a 2-1 count. As the foul ball activity continues over down that third base line. It's been a hot spot so far. If we had a spray chart, I'm sure there'd be a lot of lines going that way. Good pitch right there for strike 2 as it drops into the zone. Lamar watching it go by, and it's an even count. Two-two pitch, and that one is going to be popped up high. Charging over is Polkerbeck, and that one's going to drop in between Polkerbeck and Garreau. That'll go down as a base hit. And that'll put Lamar on first with a single. Unofficially now pitch number 50 that was for Fontaine. Pitch number 51 will go up against Cameron Schmidt, who's 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and then a double in her last time up. She's got Lamar at first with 1 away. She shows bunt and then pulls back as that pitch is outside for ball 1. She'll step out of the batter's box and settle back in and pulls back again on the bunt attempt. Take ball 2. Here's the 2-0. That one chopped lightly but fouled back. And one taking kind of a weird bounce right there. Of course, I'm not a physics expert by any means, but certainly from this angle, it seemed to be kind of a weird bounce, but who knows? I might just be off my rocker a little bit. That pitch high for ball 3. It's a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Taken for strike 2. Nice pitch right there, catching the outside part of the zone. And it's a full count here. Payoff pitch upcoming. And that one swung on a miss. Strike 3. Fontaine gets her first strikeout of the game. And that's out number 2 of the inning. Here's Sydney Gerving, who's 1 for 1. She's walked twice and singled once. She'll look to keep this inning alive for the Demons. Pitch just missing for ball 1. That one outside for ball 2. Make the count 2-0. That's the first strike of the at-bat. Swinging strike right there to Gerving. And makes the count 2-1. Low for ball 3. And Gerving 1 pitch away from getting her 3rd walk of the game. She has also reached base every plate appearance thus far for the Demons. She'll pop that one up over towards Polkerbeck. Polkerbeck puts the squeeze on it. And that's out number 3 of the inning. So that's going to end things here in the top of the 5th inning. Score still holding at 13-2 as the Demons do tack on an extra hit to the score sheet. Heading now towards the bottom of the 5th inning here for the Knights as they'll look to try and make up some ground in an 11-run game. 13-2 your score here on Magnitude Sports. We're going to be right back right after this quick message.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Alrighty, back in action here, getting ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up is going to be Jillian Polkerbeck, Paige Carlson, and Morgan Tebelius for the Knights. As first pitch of the inning is in for strike 1. Gronberg back out on the mound as she'll look to complete 5 innings of pitching here. Not the mound, once again. Need to always correct myself. I always want to say the mound. It's the circle in softball. That pitch looks like it was swung on for strike 2. certainly been one of the biggest habits I've tried to cut out here as I've started calling softball games is I always want to call it the mound. But as I say pretty much every time, that pitch just missing for ball one. It's not actually a mound when you take a look at the diamond. And there's a circle around it, hence why it's called the circle, because it's not on an elevated surface. That one chopped over towards Sidney Gerving. Gerving fires over to first. Potter puts the squeeze on it. That's the first out of the inning. Also an update over on the other field. Central Cats with a 14-2 victory over Hart River. That is the final score over on field number 5. Similar scoreline over here is it's 13-2. Paige Carlson showing bunt right there. I think she got back in time as the pitch was low for ball one. That pitch swung on and missed for strike one, evening the count.